Dear students, last point in this chapter, that is objects as function arguments. So we are in last step in this chapter. Last point, objects as function arguments. It means what? We can pass the arguments through the objects to a function, and it is similar to passing any arguments to any other functions. So in this program, what we can do, we can give the function arguments from objects to member functions. A function can receive an object as a function arguments. This is too similar to any other data by using the sent a function arguments. An object can be passed to a function in two ways. A object can pass the arguments to a function using two ways. In the first way, the copy of entire object is passed to function. First way is that copy of entire object is passed to a function, that is called as a pass by value. Means using the objects you can pass the arguments. Using the objects you can pass the arguments to a function. Entire value, whatever the entire is there, entire value is there, that all value you can pass it, that is called the pass by value. And second method, only address of the object is transferred to the function. In second method, it will transfer only address of that object. Whatever object you are using, that's address it will send to the function. That is called the pass by reference. See here once again. In pass by value, a copy of object is passed to the function. The function creates its own copy of the objects and use it. In pass by value method, the object will be pass the one copy of object to its member function. In pass by value, a object can pass or a object can send one value, one copy of value. The function again creates one copy of the object and use it. After sending one copy from object, the member function again create its own one object, then it will be use it. That is called as a pass by value. Second, pass by reference. In this case, what happens? It will not send any value, it will not send any copy, it will send only address of the object. In this function, in this method, the object will be transferred only reference. Name itself implies reference. Reference means what? It will send only the object address. It will not send a value of object. In second method, it will not send the value, it will send only address. When an address of an object is passed to the function, the function directly works on the original object used in the function call. So in this, what will happen? It will only send the address. So using that address, the function will be work on its original value. The function will work on its original value. Okay, these are two methods, pass by value and pass by reference. See one programming example for that. Include iostream.h, include conio.h, class currency. Class is a keyword, currency is a class name. Opening brace means member function is open. Int rupees paise. Rupee and paise are the member functions. Private data members. Rupee and function private data members. Int is a data type. Public get data display. This get data and display are the public member functions. Get data and display the public member functions. Int R, int P. These are called as arguments. R and P are called as arguments. Int R, int P. These two are called as arguments. And void display. This is also member function. Closing braces, semicolon means your class is closed. Then next, void currency scope resolution operator, get data, int R, int P. Void currency scope resolution operator, get data, int R, int P. R and P are called as arguments. So again, rupee is equal to R, paise is equal to P, total is equal to R into 100 plus P, R into 100 plus P. Then closing press, the closer is closer, word currency, scope limitation operator, display, see out rupee is equal to rupee and paise is equal to paise. Converted value total is equal to paise. Closing press, word main, currency C dot get data 575. This 5 and 75 is nothing but what? We are passing the value from object to member function. Because in this program it needs R value and P value. We have written here in C, in main member function, in get data member function we have written R and P. So what is the R value and P value? We are not inputted any value. In this program we are not inputted any value, but they are used here. R and P are the two variables, two arguments. We have to pass the value for that member function. We have to pass the value for that get data member function, that R value and P value. How we will pass? Using the objects that are called as the objects as the function arguments. Means using the object only we can pass the arguments. Through the object we can passing arguments to a member function. Through the object we can passing arguments to a member function. So what are the values we are passing? 5 and 75. See here. See, get data 5, 75. 5 is the R value, 75 is the P value. 5 is the R value, 75 is the P value. So using this 5 and 75 we are passing arguments to member function from object. Means using the objects we can send the arguments that are 5 and 75. Then C dot display, then value will get displayed, get CH, closing press. Your program is completed. So here your 7 chapters completed, that is classes and objects. Once again I will remind you what are the contents are important here in this chapter. First is the creating of classes, creating of objects. How to create the class, how to create the objects. After that, how to create the array of member functions, arrays of member functions. How to use the arrays in member functions. Next is how to use arrays in member functions. Then after that, how to use the arrays in objects. How to use the arrays in objects. Then after that, this last one, arguments. How to use the arguments. So this 4 to 5 points are important in this chapter. These 4 to 5 points are important in this chapter. When you come to know this all points, you will be able to write the any program. You are able to write the any program. Okay. So once again I will repeat you what are important in this. Declaration and definition of class, means how to define a class and how to declare a class. After that, access specifier. 3 access specifiers are there: private, public and protected. Then members of a class. Members of a class means 2 classes are there, inside the class and outside the class, that you have to learn in this program only. Then after that, how to defining the objects, how to use arrays in the member classes, array of objects and objects as a function arguments. This 4 to 5 concept will come under in this chapter, and this chapter will be asked for annual examination for 6 marks. One question will ask for 5 marks, another question will for 1 mark. 2 questions will be asked from this chapter. So if you are not understood this chapter, you can call me once again. I will repeat it, revision it, because these are the practical oriented chapters. If you are not able to understand this chapter, then you are not able to write any program and you are not able to understand remaining chapters also. Chapter number 6 to chapter number 12 are the C++ programming chapters. So all the chapters are linked between one another. If you understood 7th chapter, then only you can understand 8th chapter. If you are not understood 7th chapter, then you are not able to write the or understand the 8th chapter or 9th chapter. So each and every point you must and should clear it. If you are having any doubts in any time you can call me. I am ready to explain, I am ready to make revision of it. Okay, so again I will send assignment questions and notes of this chapter. You have to complete it, and if you are having any doubts, you can call me. Thank you.